How annoying. Like, why? Why is this my life with my hair? Jesus. Thought I would chat with you guys while I get ready to go to another Christmas party. There are so many. I'm gonna start, as I usually do, with the Vapour Stratus Instant Skin Perfector in 902, just as a primer. One of the main reasons I wanted to film a get ready with me today is I wanted to show you guys this new foundation that I just picked up. It's the Gressa Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it. It's been getting so much publicity in the green beauty world, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out the best way to use it on my particular skin. It does cling to dry patches quite intensely, so it's really important to have very moisturized skin and wear a primer with it. And then I've still been mixing it with something else. So I'm going to use the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Repair CC Cream in Warm Glow. And also this doesn't have any SPF in it, so if I'm going to be wearing it during the day, I like to mix it with something that does have SPF. It comes with like this little dropper bottle, and you really only need like a couple drops. I do about that much CC cream. I don't know if it'll pick up, and then we're gonna start with 2 drops. I just dropped out 2 little drops, and then I kind of mix it together, and then I'm just gonna blend it in first with my fingers and then go over it with a brush. I will say that compared to, if you've seen any of my previous videos, for a base I normally do a mix of that CC cream with the 100% Pure Tinted Moisturizer. The way that this Gressa foundation covers redness is like unparalleled compared to the other two I was using. But like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the best way to apply it. I don't know if it would be more helpful to do the CC cream first and then on top of that add in a few drops, over top add on a few drops of the Gressa foundation. For now I've just been mixing them together. So I don't know if you can already tell a difference, but I definitely can. I find that when I'm using this, just even 2 drops of it, I don't have to do so much concealing on my cheeks and like chin and around my nose where I tend to get really red, but I am still gonna do a little bit just because this is a little more than my day makeup. So for under eye and around the nose concealing, I'm gonna use the Studio 78 concealer in Off We Go. I'm just so not used to like wearing foundation, and even though this is not a typical foundation, it's still more coverage than I'm used to wearing. So I always kind of feel like I'm just like wearing too much makeup when I wear any kind of foundation. I don't know, it might just be like my own complex. Something a little bit more moisturizing, because that Studio 78 is quite dry. I'm gonna use a bit of the RMS Un-Cover Up in number 11. Just kind of here, tapped in with my fingers, and then I'm gonna go over it with a brush. Again, not much at all, because I already have quite a good base going on from the foundation. That was really it. I did like 3 little dabs. I feel like my skin is looking a little dry and dehydrated. Before I go over that with a brush, and this is also just an excuse to use this, this is the Linden and Company 1000 Petal Beautifying Mist. Do any of you use this? I want to like bathe in it like forever, indefinitely. I'm just gonna liberally spritz that, and then I'm gonna go over everything with a Real Techniques Expert face brush. Let's move on to a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna go for my trusty Studio 78 in On Savade, or We Evade. My French is woefully out of practice. That needs to be remedied in 2015. And I'm just gonna use a MAC 187 Duo Fiber Stippling brush. So like I mentioned, I'm going to a holiday party, but First of all, it starts like kind of in the late afternoon, so I'm kind of like not doing full-on night out glam makeup, but a little bit more than my day makeup. Also, the people whose party I'm going to, they're very good friends. They're like almost like family, so it's not like, I don't know, I don't need to get like really glam for them or anything, but they're very good friends of mine and they live in Rhode Island. And so I'm gonna be driving down and I'm looking forward to it. They live in a beautiful house, like in kind of a rural part of Rhode Island. So it's always kind of like a nice little escape to the country when I go to their house. Okay, for blush, I want to do a cream blush. And this is just the one I've been reaching for nonstop for the last couple of months. It's RMS Diabolique. Are you as obsessed with it as I am? Actually, I'll show you the little trick that I've been doing. It is kind of a drier formula. So I've been taking my Ellovi tinted lip butter and just laying down a little layer of this, kind of as a base, which already has a tint, sort of, as you can see. I can't get over glossy cheeks. I think that it's such a pretty look. Then I just take a little bit of this on my finger, start dabbing in to kind of get it going. I'm gonna blend it in with a brush too, so don't freak if it looks a little cray in these beginning stages. I just think this is gorgeous, and as you can tell, the top that I'm wearing is kind of this magenta. That's not magenta, it's like a purple fuchsia, I guess, with this weird swirly black pattern on it. And I just feel like this, because of the purple undertones in the Diabolique, it's kind of perfect. For highlighter, my other new obsession, I guess I am kind of showing you guys a lot of new stuff in this video. So when I ordered the Gressa Skin Foundation, I got a couple samples, and one of the samples I got was the highlighter. It's going to be sort of difficult to show you because it came in a, I don't know how to describe it. It came in like a little package like this. This is actually a package of the Gressa mask, Dirty Pretty Things, but the highlighter came in packaging like this. So I decanted it into a little empty container I had. So I'm just gonna take a little bit like that on my finger and then kind of go like this, and then I'm gonna take it up my cheekbones. This is a very like pearlized pinky undertone shimmer, but like, I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but I'm completely obsessed with it, and I'm clearly going to be ordering it at some point because I love highlighters. The amazing thing about the Gressa products too is they're formulated with lots of, they're almost like, as I guess I feel like some green makeup brands are really attuned to, they're like sort of skincare makeup combos. So there's a lot of very nourishing oils and good for you skin ingredients in Gressa's products. She's also just really amazing in all the interactions I've had with her, customer service wise. She's just been really fabulous to deal with. So just kind of take this everywhere I want a highlight. And I think it's so bloody gorgeous. I can't even deal. Can't even tell you how happy it makes me. It's just amazing. Okay, brows, which is boring and the same, and I'm gonna do the All Natural Face Vegan Brow Wax and the Tarte Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder. I'm gonna fast forward through this because I've done it a gajillion times. Okay, I'm gonna do really, really easy eye makeup. So I'm gonna go into my Jane Iredale Daytime Eyeshadow Kit, and I'm gonna take, it's kind of dirty, sorry. I'm gonna take this shade, that kind of taupey gray one, just all over the lid. And none of my brushes are clean. This one is clean enough. It's a MAC 217. Just gonna take that all over the lid. For just a tiny bit of light definition in the crease, I think I'll take a couple of these Lorac Pro shades, probably this one, Sable, and Mauve. And it's really honestly just an excuse to use my Bobbi Brown eye blender brush, which is heaven. So just gonna do a little bit of that in the crease. And there's already existing shadow on this brush, don't you love that? I really need to wash my brushes. I'm gonna do a typical sort of thin flicked out black liquid line using Zuzu Luxe liquid eyeliner in Raven. This is a veritable impossibility to do on camera because of the way my filming stuff is set up. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. BRB. Okay, eyeliner is done, as you can see. It's as even as it's going to get. And as I was doing it, I was thinking, this video is awesome as well because I mentioned it on Instagram. I went to a Well People event at Full Lane, which is a really cute green beauty boutique in Boston. And I had the founder of Well People, Shirley Pinkston, do my makeup, which was very cool. She's so amazing, such a lovely person. And I went home with the Well People Expressionist Bio Extreme Mascara. I haven't tried this yet. I have sort of been meaning to for quite a long time. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with all natural mascaras, as I feel like is a commonly echoed sentiment in the green beauty world. But I decided to give this one a go because I was in need of kind of new mascara. So this is going to be the first time I'm trying it here on camera, which is exciting. But before we do that, I need to finish up my eyes. So I'm going to take a little bit of shadow under the lower lash line, just a little bit of the dark brown and the black from the Jane Iredale palette. Kind of ready for the holidays to be over. What about you? Not really my favorite time of year, which I know makes me a little bit weird. I am looking forward to the new year though. That'll be fun. We have some good plans. Not like what you would think of as good plans, but kind of an alternative New Year's Eve, which I'm really excited about. One that doesn't involve getting sloshed and paying a lot of money to be out at a shitty bar, club, venue. Let me do a little bit of upper waterline tight lining with the Jane Iredale Basic Black Eye Pencil. I'm sure I look really attractive right now. And I'm going to take a little bit of it in the lower waterline as well. Okay, because my under eyes are feeling, I don't know how to describe it, moisturized, which is good. I feel like I need to do a little bit of under eye setting. So I'm going to just use my Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I'm going to do a mix of these two shades. Time to curl the lashes with my newly beloved Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler. Shirley Pinkston actually told me I had nice lashes. I was very flattered. I've never thought of myself as having particularly nice lashes. They just seem kind of average. I guess they are kind of long, but I always kind of go for volume with my lashes instead of length. Because I feel like when they're long, they can look like thin and spidery and just, I like big fat lashes. Okay, it's the moment of truth for the Well People mascara. So one of the main reasons I held off on getting this for so long is because it has a synthetic brush. I tend to prefer natural bristle brushes, but it's a very small one. Look at that. So I'm gonna first start by really trying to get it into the base of the lashes. Let me get a mirror so that I can try and do this on camera. Does a really good job at separating. Oh wow, actually, can you tell a difference already? Well, people, I'm being a live demo spokesperson for your mascara. It's kind of impressive, actually. Okay, so this is one coat, really just kind of focusing at the base of the lashes. So now I'm gonna go over with a second coat and try and comb it all the way through. And I might still go over with my Almay Get Up and Grow for further plumping effects. So there is two coats. My left lashes look better than my right. Does that ever happen to you? Like, I don't know. It's not really a consistent thing that the left ones look better, but so there is two coats of the Bio Extreme Mascara. I'm gonna go over with a little bit of Almay Get Up and Grow to further plump them up, but I actually really like it. The downside is that it's $23.50. which is expensive. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna do a little on the lower lashes. Again, this is the Almay Get Up and Grow, not the Bio Extreme. We're in business. I'll have to report back on a fuller review after I've kind of test driven it for a while, but first impression is quite positive. Okay, for lips, I think I need something with kind of a fuchsia-y undertone. So I think I'm gonna do my Bite Beauty lip pencil in Quince, which is probably my most used lip color of the past year. I'm trying to assess how I like how it looks with the purple on my sweater. I don't know. It might be too pink. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you liked getting ready with me. I am kind of using a lot of new products in rotation, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to show those to you and for you to kind of see them in action. So let me know if you have tried any of these things, like the Gressa foundation or any other Gressa products, because I'm so like newly obsessed with her, as well as the Well People mascara and how it compares to other natural mascaras you have tried or maybe are wanting to try. So thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in my... I was trying to think of like what video will be coming up next, but it's kind of a crapshoot. It will probably either be my December favorites or my year-end 2014 beauty favorites. So I don't know in what order this video will be going up in, but either way, I'll see you in another beauty video really soon. Happy holidays, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.